question for you. How would you like to find out how to estimate square roots in the next 2 minutes without using a calculator? If that sounds good, let's get started. My name is Don Sevcik, founder of Math Celebrity, and I'm going to show you in 2 minutes how to estimate a square root without a calculator. When you estimate a square root without a calculator, it's a quick and dirty way to find an approximation of a square root. What you're going to do is find goalposts or endpoints, and you're going to find two endpoints. The first one is called H, or your high endpoint. The second one is called your low endpoint, or L. Your square root estimate is found between L and H. So let's go ahead and estimate the square root steps. How do you find L and H? You're going to start at 1 and keep squaring integers. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, etc. As soon as the square of your integer is greater than your number n, stop. This is your high value. We're going to call that h. Then you're going to find the last squared integer before h. This is your low value, and we'll call it L. Your square root of n is found between L and h, and it's written like this. Now that you know the rules, let's go ahead and do a real live example. We want to estimate the square root of 40. So we're going to start at 1 and keep squaring integers. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49. Because 49 is greater than 40, we stop, and we call that h. To find L, we're going to find the last squared integer right before 49, and that's 6 squared equals 36. So 36 becomes our L value. And our square root of 40 sits in the interval between L and H, which is 36 and 49. So the square root of 40 is greater than 36, but less than 49. And we did all that without using a calculator. Now, how would you like to use a calculator if you ever get in a jam to use these exact steps on the PowerPoint to estimate the square root of a number? Yeah, I thought so. So here's what you do. If you're ever in a jam and you need help with estimating square roots, and you're just finding us on YouTube or another site, you're going to go to mathcelebrity.com/calculator.php. And I will put a link to this calculator in the YouTube description. So I want to get you familiar with a few shortcut commands, and I'll show you how to work these in a second. Estimate square root for 40, or you can use the shorthand version of square root, SQRT. Estimate the square root for 50. You can change out these numbers with any positive integer, and the calculator will show you step by step how to estimate the square root. So let's go ahead and walk through an example. Let's pretend I'm doing my homework, and one of the problems asks me to estimate the square root of 50. We'll go ahead and type that in. And here is the calculator that's going to walk you through the exact steps we just covered on the PowerPoint. But the cool part is it uses your number, not just the example we gave on the PowerPoint. So for 50, it's going to walk through our integer squared. It's going to keep squaring until our squared beats 50. In this case, 8 squared is 64, greater than 50. Now we're going to find the last squared integer before 64, which was 49. And now we have our formula. L is 49, H is 64, and our square root sits in the interval between. So the square root of 50 is greater than 49 and less than 64. So anytime you've got a homework problem with estimating square roots and you need some help, you need some description, just come on over to Math Celebrity, type your problem in the search box, and in less than a fraction of a second, we will work out every step for you so you can learn. Again, my name is Don Sevcik. Thanks for checking out this video, and stay tuned for more videos.